How about them Cowboys? Couple things. Make sure you've turned in all assignments from the logic unit. Also, to add on to that list, we did an assignment on Friday called Classifying Triangles. So you should have done that on Friday and turned it in. If you didn't finish, you should turn it in now. Classifying triangles was a straightforward, not too hard assignment from Friday. If you missed that day or whatever, everything is in the blue bin in the back. So let's go ahead and start these distance formula notes. Okay, distance formula says, and this is what we've done before, letter D equals a big square root, parentheses, x sub 2 minus x sub 1, or x2 minus x1 squared, plus, parentheses, y sub 2 minus y sub 1, parentheses squared, or y2 minus y1 squared. Okay, that is the first thing you want to write down right now as a warm-up. Couple of side notes. It still is No Shave November, right? Bet. Liesta is on Wednesday, so it should be cool. You should go check that out. And, yeah. So, looking at the notes, if you didn't get all that down, it's right here at the top, distance formula. What we're going to do is we're going to start using the distance formula to find these three sides of a triangle. So we're going to first of all plot the following points. A is at 1, 2. Now everyone needs to remember it's x before y, which means left and right before up and down. Okay? So 1, 2, I put my pencil at the origin, 0, 0. 1 means go right 1. 2 means go up 2. 1, 2. That's letter A. And then for letter B, negative 4, 8. So again, left, right first. Negative 4 means left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 means up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because it's positive. Okay, so that's B. And then I got C, negative 5, negative 6. So negative 5 means left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And negative 6 means down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Way down here is my letter C. You want to make the straightest lines you can between those. Alright. Now, we should be able to classify this. Sorry, class is not over. We should be able to classify this by its sides and by its angles. Okay. So, what we want to do is, first of all, use the distance formula to find the distance of AB. So, using A and B, I'm going to use this distance formula at the very top. I'm going to write it right here. Okay. So, x2 minus x1. For A and B, it's going to be negative 4 minus 1 squared plus, and then my y's, 8 and 2 for A and B. So 8 minus 2 squared. Okay? You might remember when we've done this before that all you got to do is type it in the calculator correctly and you'll be solid. So that's what we're going to do. Go to our calculator. Go to add calculator. So again, if you're from the on screen, new document, no, I don't want to save, number 1, add a calculator. Let's type this in. So we're going to use a big square root. Control x squared is my square root. Start with the parentheses, negative 4 minus 1, end the parentheses, squared, plus sign, parentheses, 8 minus sign 2, parentheses ended, squared. That looks exactly like what I wrote on my page. I hit enter and I get 7.81025. I'm going to round 2 decimal places, which is the hundredths place, 7.81. The 0 does not make it go up. So 7.81 is what I'm going to write for AB. All right. Let's try the same thing for BC. Big square root. And I'm going to put, this time, negative 5 minus negative 4 squared plus, and then I'm going to do my y values, negative 6 minus 8 squared. Okay? So once again, I'm going to take that, and I'm going to plug it into my calculator. All right, and in the calculator, square root, parentheses, negative sign 5 minus negative sign 4, parentheses squared, plus, parentheses, negative 6 minus sign 8, parentheses squared. I have it matching the exact equation that we wrote down in blue. I hit enter. I get 14.03, but the 5 is going to make the 3 go up to a 4. So I'm going to write 14.04. 14.04 is what I'm going to write in blue over here. All right, and then my last one. Again, I'm going to use A and C, so I'm going to use parentheses negative 5 minus 1, parentheses squared, plus, and then negative 6 minus 2 squared. All I got to do once again is take that to the calculator. So let's go ahead and pull that up right now. So again, square root, parentheses, negative 5 minus sign 1, parentheses squared, plus, parentheses, negative 6 minus sign 2, parentheses squared. It matches what I wrote. I hit enter, and I get straight up 10. Okay, and you probably could have counted that, or potentially could have counted that. All right, so now this is very important. We see down here what kind of triangle is ABC. So when we look at that triangle ABC, we know for sure by each of these sides. Each one of these sides is different. So by the sides, we can call it scalene. Okay, but now we got to look at the angles. Okay, we want to classify it 2 ways. Okay, now once we have scalene written down, I want to look at this. This angle right here, that's acute. Okay, angle C is acute. Angle B, well, I don't know. Angle B, that is acute. Now what about angle C? Okay, sorry, what about angle A? Is that acute? Is it obtuse? Well, we want to find out if you were to measure with a protractor, which you don't have to, but when we eye this, we notice if you put like the corner of a sheet of paper right up to this angle A, you notice that it's less than 90 degrees. Okay, so you can use like the corner of a piece of paper to kind of help you measure, is this exactly 90? Is it less than 90? But for us, we see that this is slightly less than 90. Okay, because if it was 90, it would be going through like this point. This would be 90. Okay, so it's a little less than 90. So what do we call that if all 3 angles are acute? It's a acute triangle. So my 2 classifications, by sides and by angles, is scalene, acute. Okay, so remember, you got to classify by the sides. So use distance formula 3 times. See if they're all the same, it's equilateral. If 2 are the same, that's isosceles. If none are the same, it's scalene, like number 1. And then you got to look at the angles. Are they all acute? Then that's acute. If one of them's right, then it's right. If one of them's obtuse, then it's obtuse. Okay? 2 classifications. So your assignment or your job, okay, you're going to do number 2 through 4. Okay, you got 3 to do on your own, just the way like we did number 1. Class is not over. So again, you're going to do 2 through 4 as your assignment. Today, we did 1 together. Okay, when you're done, turn it in, and make sure you finished Friday's assignment as well. All right.